Episode 15 of Frieren, Beyond's Journey's End begins with our heroes arriving at a village. They notice everyone's asleep and Sane deduces they've been affected by a curse. Sane looks for a solution to the villagers' curse. Frieren informs Stark about curses and why priests are assigned to deal with them. Sane confronts the trio and tells them he needs tools to conduct a specialized ritual that'll help him handle this curse. However, Sane says if they can defeat the monster causing the curse, it'd resolve matters swifter. Before they head to its location, Stark falls asleep. After traveling a decent distance, they set up camp and Fern falls victim to the curse. Frieren sets up a barrier to protect the two and she and Sane head off to deal with the monster. Then, Frieren falls asleep, leaving Sane to deal with the monster alone with his magic spells. Sane contemplates if he should wake Frieren up or find a way to deal with the monster himself. After recalling something Hyder told him as a child about trusting Frieren, Sane wakes Frieren up with his awakening spell. Frieren defeats the beast, resulting in everyone waking up. After Sane receives praise from the villagers and Frieren, our heroes leave and arrive at Vorig. Suddenly, a nobleman and his butler approach Stark. They ask Stark to travel with them to his mansion because of his excellent build. Frieren and the others accompany the others to this gentleman's castle. We learn his name's Lord Orden and Frieren refuses to let Stark follow through with Orden's plans. Orden says he'll pay Stark for this task, enticing Frieren to hear Orden out. Orden takes our heroes to a portrait of his city's heir and hero, Wirt. Orden says Wirt died long ago. He says he'll be holding a party with his region's influential figures in 3 months. He wants Stark to act as Wirt to show these figures that he's still alive and well. He says if they comply, he'll give them 10 gold coins and a grimoire. The others convince Stark to accept Orden's terms. Orden has his butler, Gable, teach Stark proper etiquette for the party. After relaying his grievances with the training with Fern, Stark approaches Orden about the matter. Orden says he's not fond of this plan but says it's what his son wanted and asks Stark for his cooperation. After introducing Stark to his son, Mutt, Orden teaches Stark the Orden family sword technique. Stark asks Orden to elaborate more on his feelings toward Mutt. Despite saying Mutt lacks Wirt's talent, Orden believes Mutt is a hard worker and will one day surpass Orden himself. Then, Orden meets with Fern, Frieren, and Sane. He tells Fern she must undergo the same etiquette training as Stark since he can't attend the party alone. The party occurs and Stark and Fern dance for a bit while Frieren and Sane observe from afar. Then, Stark approaches Orden after the party concludes. Orden tells Gable to give Frieren her reward. Stark and Orden discuss the idea of the former staying at Vigor. However, Stark refuses because he promised Eisen that he'd visit him and relay stories of his travels with Frieren and the others. While Frieren looks for a grimoire, Sane discusses Stark's decision with him. The episode closes with Stark believing he made the right choice since he knows Mutt will be a great heir someday. The episode review. Ever since Sane joined the group, many fans wondered when we get to see him showcase his battle techniques. While it's great seeing Sane compete with the plant beast, it's a bit disappointing that he had to rely on Frieren's help to defeat it. Considering Fern and Stark received excellent debut matchups, you'd expect the same with Sane's character. Nonetheless, this story's far from finished, so we can anticipate Sane to get involved in a more fascinating bout down the pipeline. That aside, the content we received involving our heroes and Orden was compelling to watch. Seeing Fern and Stark learn proper etiquette was amusing. While they're formidable beings on the battlefield, this event shows that they still have much to learn about this world. Additionally, this anime continues producing grandiose visuals and stellar animation. The dancing sequence involving Fern and Stark was graceful and immaculate. It exceptionally captures the scene's pleasant vibes, which is always appreciative given how dark this anime can be sometimes. Overall, this was a fine chapter of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. However, I'm excited to see what awaits our heroes in Aubers.